everyone. So today I'm going to do the pregnancy tag. Shannon from Raising O'Reilly actually tagged me in this in January. Sorry, my dog's just being insane right now. She's like wants my love like crazy. So you're going to see me moving this arm a lot. So I actually had filmed this a long time ago and then it got deleted off my phone somehow. So I have to redo it again. Okay, so let's just jump right into the questions. What date did you find out? We found out on November 18th, 2014. How did you feel when you found out? I was really ecstatic. I was really hopeful. I wasn't really surprised because I kind of had an idea that we were going to get pregnant. Well, we were kind of sort of trying. And I just had a really strong feeling that day to take a test. Who was with you? My husband was. He was in the other room. He didn't know I was actually taking a test. So that gets to the next question. Who was the first person you told? That was obviously my husband. How did your parents react? My parents were obviously very excited. And that goes into the next question. His parents, they were obviously very excited. I think they were a little bit more like, okay, you're pregnant. Like, hopefully this one, you know, is a good one. But everybody was very excited for us. Are they helping with the baby names? No, because we had the name picked out since the miscarriage, so no one has really been helping us. My sister actually helped with the name, but that was back in August. Have they bought anything for the baby yet? My mom has. She bought clothes. My mom has made a ton of stuff. I think right now she's making her like blanket, because she makes all the kids blankets. She knits and stuff like that, so I know that she's doing that, and I'm pretty sure that she's probably going to bring more stuff when she comes and visits when she's born. Do they call to check up on you? Because I don't have a house phone and I live across the country and they live in Canada and we live in the US, we FaceTime or Skype. My mom, I probably talk to her every other day, and his family we talk to every 2 weeks, but my husband does talk to them, you know, through like certain messengers and stuff. So people do check in on us, but we're very informative when we call them and talk to them. So when is your due date? My due date is August 1st or July 31st. Whatever you feeling like that day, that's what it is. I have gotten two. I always thought it was 31st, and then when we calculated it, it was like, no, it's the 1st, but it's only a day, and that's only an estimate. It means nothing, really. It just means that that's kind of the time that they might come. How far along are you? Right now, I am 32 weeks. Have you had any ultrasounds? I've had all the ones that are recommended. I had one at 6.5 weeks, I had one at 8.5 weeks, one at 13 weeks and 3 days, I think, or 12 weeks, and one at 19 weeks. So the first one that I got, it was because of what had happened in the beginning with the other miscarriage. I just really wanted to make sure there was a baby in there, and so that's why I got that one. And then I got the normal one that they give you around 8 weeks. Are you finding out the sex? Yes, we already know it's a girl. What do you want? It doesn't, for us it didn't matter. I mean, because we're only having two, it would be cool if we had a boy and a girl. So it was really fun to find out that we were having a girl. And the next question was, what does daddy want? He just doesn't really matter. He said, I would just love to have a healthy baby, and that's the same thing with me. And I think a lot of people are probably like that. But because it was two, we're only having two, now we're having a girl. I mean, we got $1 million family, right? So, have you had your big ultrasound? Yes, we had that at 19 weeks. Okay, so about the birth. Who's going to be with you? My husband. Are you going to videotape it? Not the like pushing part and all that stuff, but I might get some stuff beforehand, might get stuff after, but I'm not having like a video photographer person come in. Natural or medicated? If you follow me with my Weston's pregnancy, you know that I wanted like an all natural, no medication, nothing like that, and I ended up getting an epidural. So same thing kind of applies with this one. I'm not going to not have it natural, and I'm not going to not have it medically done somehow. I'm just going to go on how I feel. I'm not going to stress out about it. Do you think you'll need a C-section? I have a fear for some reason that I'm going to need one. And I didn't have that with Weston, so I don't know if that's like my like me prepping myself because it's going to happen. I don't know, but I don't actually think that I'm going to need one, but baby girl moves all the time and she's feet down a lot, so you never know. Will you cry when you hold your baby for the first time? My God, will I cry? Like, is the sky blue? Like, I'm gonna be hysterical. Hysterical. Do you think Daddy will cry? Yes, for sure he will cry. Do you know what you will say to the baby when you first hold him or her? Are you breathing? I don't know. I love you so much. I can't believe you're finally here. I mean, there's so many things that like you think about before they're gonna come, and like maybe look at all the hair she has, or like how freaking cute she is, or oh my God, I love you so much. I mean, there's so many things that you could possibly say to them when they first come out. Are you scared about the labor? I'm not scared about it. I feel like I'm prepared for it because of what happened with Weston. It's just the type of labor I had with him. So I guess we'll just kind of have to see. But I don't want to go in there fearful, especially because I do know what it's going to be like. So I have an expectation. Names. Do you have a name picked out? Yes. Is your baby going to be named after someone? Now, this is one where the question if my in-laws helped with the name. They didn't help with the name, but they helped us both, me and my husband both really love the name because we were incorporating somebody's name in the family into her name. So that makes sense, then yes. So these are other random questions. Where was your baby conceived? In my bedroom. Have you felt the baby move? All the time. Holy moly. Do you have stretch marks yet? Like with Weston, I rarely got any. In the beginning, I got a lot on the top of my bum, on the back. Those I didn't get this time, and they were gone like a week after I had him, which is so weird. I think I'm getting a new one, but if you were just to look at my belly, you would not think that I had stretch marks. I honestly, guys, I think the reason why I don't have stretch marks is because almost my entire years in my 20s, I was a bloated person, big time. And I have a lot of room. I'm very long-waisted, and I just think my belly was just able to stretch. My skin just stretched on a daily basis from being bloated. I honestly think that's the reason why. I don't go crazy with the coconut oil and the cream and all that stuff. I just... when I'm dry, I just put stuff on there, and I know a lot of it is hereditary, but my mom got a lot of stretch marks, so I don't know. What was your first symptom? I felt like I was gonna die. I was so incredibly sick, not like fluish, or more like fluish rather than feeling like I was gonna throw up. And that was pretty much right after I found out I was pregnant. What is the baby's room theme? Well, because she is in our room right now is gray and cream and purple. So it worked out perfectly that it was a girl because her area that we have is just essentially those type of colors. And so I think it looks great with it, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys when once she's born and I have all the stuff that I need. What was the first thing you bought for the baby? I think it was clothing, because we were having a girl and I was really excited. Will you use cloth diapers? Yes. Weston is pretty much done with diapers. He barely wears a diaper during the day, and he only wears one at night. So we were actually not cloth diapering right now with him because it's just a waste of laundry. Because we don't do laundry that often if he's not wearing a cloth diaper every day, or multiple ones every day. So we are going to put them away and keep them for her. And I think with her, I'm going to exclusively cloth diaper. I'm not just going to cloth diaper during the day. What I used to do with Weston was cloth during the day. But if we went out, or if he was in his bed, we didn't use a cloth diaper. And I think I'm not going to do that with her. I think I'm going to, once she can fit into them, I'm going to just transition right into not using disposables at all. Breastfeeding or formula? Breastfeeding, I did it very well with Weston. I had no issues. I mean, the beginning 6 weeks were difficult, like for anybody, but I'm gonna do that. So What is your favorite pregnancy book? Honestly, I don't have one. I did get the like what to expect when you're expecting with Weston, and that was great. But this time around, I just have apps, like pregnancy apps, and that's fine. I really don't need a book the second time around. What do you look forward to doing again once you are no longer pregnant? Okay, I got a couple here. Eating lunch meats. There's a deli, a sandwich place right down the street from my house, and it has by far the best sandwiches, deli sandwiches you will ever have, like by far. And I think a lot of people that live around me might agree if they've been there. It is so good. So having they go by numbers, and it's a 6.5, and it's a prosciutto, pesto, mozzarella, and like sauteed peppers. It is so freaking amazing, which I probably could eat prosciutto because it's kind of like bacon, but I'm just not going to risk it. But so good. And beer. I want beer so bad. I actually craved it probably since 20 weeks, up until maybe about 28 weeks. I was craving it daily. Like I was like, I want a beer, and I always wanted Blue Moon. If any of you guys have ever had it, that's just what I wanted. So those two things, I cannot wait to have one. Is he ready to be a daddy? He was ready when Weston came. He is an amazing father. I cannot tell you how proud I am that I have such an attentive, amazing husband, father to our children. He is absolutely amazing, and he stood up. He took the reins when I needed him to, when I, early on with Weston, and even later on, and even now. And I know he's just going to be just as amazing when she comes. And the next question, are you ready to be a mama? I didn't even think I was going to be ready to be a mama with Weston, and now I cannot wait. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I can't wait to be a mommy to a baby again. It is such an amazing feeling, and I can't wait for it. So that's the end of the tag. Thank you, Shannon, for tagging me in it, and I'm finally doing it. So we'll see you guys for my next video. Bye.